After a foggy, disorienting episode, Shen Wenlang wakes up in the cold, dim silence of the Shen family's isolation room. The same room his Omega father once wept in. The same place he was locked during his heats like a prisoner of his own biology. As Wenlang stares at the cracked ceiling, the past rushes in like a scream. He remembers being a boy, peeking through a half-open door, watching his Omega father, Ying Yi, sobbing in heat begging Shen Yu, Wenlang's cold alpha father, for intimacy, for dignity. But all Ying received was mockery. Shen Yu stood over him, lips curled in disgust, as if Ying were some shameful creature. Not his mate, not even human. That moment seared into Wenlang's heart. It twisted something inside him, a hatred for Omegas, a deep, buried humiliation he never confronted. Because he learned early, love in their family wasn't tender. It was transactional, conditional, dangerous. He remembers whispers that Ying Yi altered himself, his scent, his nature, anything to keep Shen Yu's interest despite their poor compatibility. But it was never enough. Then came the scandal. Ying Yi pulled a gun in public, shot an Omega woman who had flirted with Shen Yu. He was arrested, thrown into prison, and 3 days later he vanished. All they ever found was blood. The official report called it suicide, but Wenlang never believed it. Now, years later, Shen Wenlang has become something worse than his father. Obsessed, dangerous, possessive. He impregnated Gao Tu, an Omega he once mistook for a beta. Someone fragile, gentle, suffering from a rare pheromone disorder. And when Gao Tu ran, Shen launched a manhunt. What began as quiet flyers turned into a full-blown nationwide bounty. 10 million, 10 million just to drag one terrified Omega back into his arms. He impregnated Gao Tu, an Omega he once mistook for a beta. Someone fragile, gentle, suffering from a rare pheromone disorder. And when Gao Tu ran, Shen launched a manhunt. What began as quiet flyers turned into a full-blown nationwide bounty. 10 million, 10 million just to drag one terrified Omega back into his arms. But Gao Tu wasn't alone. Heng, his childhood friend and quiet protector, refused to leave him behind. Even with his heart breaking, watching the one he loves carry another man's child, Heng stayed. Hid Gao Tu, protected him. He thought about fleeing the country, but everywhere they turned, Shen Wenlang's reach was there, shadowing them. Until one night, a stranger appeared, sharp eyes, cold voice. An Omega, but with more authority than any alpha they'd ever met. He called himself Ying. He gave them passports, new names, safe passage to V country. Gao Tu stared at him in disbelief, because in that stranger's face, he saw a photo he once found in Shen Wenlang's study. It was Shen's father, Ying Yi, the man who had died in prison. Alive, hidden, watching from the shadows. He didn't confirm his identity. But he did offer something Wenlang never had, an apology. He doesn't know how to love, Ying whispered. With a silent nod, he disappeared, as if he had never been there. Heng and Gao Tu boarded a plane that night. No alarms, no guards, no Shen Wenlang. Just a quiet, aching goodbye to everything they'd once known. As the clouds swallowed their plane, Gao Tu pressed a hand to his belly and cried. They had escaped, but the scars Wenlang left behind would take a lifetime to heal. If this story moved you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more heartbreaking tales of obsession, survival, and forbidden love. What would you do if love became a cage? Let us know in the comments.